asking the real question about getting your PhD, the big question, which is, why? Why do we put up with it? Right? Because I'm pretty sure that none of us here do it for the money. So this is a survey they did by a publication called the Chronicle of Higher Education back around when the comics were getting popular, where they looked at salaries for teaching assistants and research assistants over all these disciplines, over all these schools in the United States. And what we can do to analyze this is we can take the average of these numbers to get a figure equal to $14,055. It's a kind of general idea of what PhD students make, at least in the US, per year. Which is, it's not bad. You could maybe survive. But to put it into perspective, let's compare this figure. Let's compare it to what someone working at McDonald's earning minimum wage in California, how much they make a year, and it turns out to be. Should I show it? It turns out to be $16 less. Yes, I'm loving it. So it wasn't about the money. So then what happened was I took my procrastination even further. I would scan these comics that I would draw, and I would put them in a free web server on the campus, and I put the web address in the bottom right corner of the comics that were printed on the newspaper. And so I think what happened was people who read it there and liked it would then tell their friends that they knew from undergraduate university who are now going to other schools to get their PhD. And then those people then tell their classmates and their friends at the university about it, and then those people then tell their friends in other universities. And so slowly over the years, kind of like a virus or a Tupperware party. Yeah, these comics kind of went out into the world. And it was very interesting actually, to find out that this experience of getting your PhD that I was writing about wasn't just limited to Stanford University or even to the US. Oh no. Apparently, it's a global misery phenomenon. So this is a list of all the universities of the people who subscribe to the website up until a few years ago. Just to give you a sense of who's reading these comics. And it was also actually kind of interesting to find out that it wasn't just limited to the sciences or engineering, which is what I was mostly familiar with. People from all kinds of disciplines were reading these comics. So this is a list of all those people that their PhD majors, their PhD topics. Going from around A, and I cut it off at around C so you can read a couple of these, because they're pretty interesting, like cinema studies, chemistry, art history, athletic counseling, me you can get a PhD even in athletic counseling. And then what started to happen for me was I started to hear back. I started to get emails from all these people across the world and across all these different topics and they were studying. And I can roughly categorize the emails that I get into these 4 types of emails. Because that's the most important skill you gain as a PhD student. Is how to categorize. But the first kind of email I usually get goes something like, oh God. Oh God, I break down and cry, send us a newspaper. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. And so this type of comment makes me feel good. Knowing that I'm making so many people weep. But just for the record, you're supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to feel pain. And then the second type of comment I usually get goes something like, hey, thanks for helping me slack off.